What is going on, guys? My name is Eric, and I purge demons. So first, a preamble. This is a challenge that has been eluding me for a while. And for the most part right now, I'm just speaking into the recording. Because this is pretty much before everyone gets here. But I feel like some things need to be said. You might notice who requested this. And I have a funny feeling they may not have remembered requesting it from me. And that's fair. But I distinctly remember it. And I actually keep a document of all my requests. And I distinctly remember this challenge. This is actually a very special challenge that I normally wouldn't take on, but given the grounds of who it was, I felt more than obligated to at least accept the terms, but on my terms. So, when I beat Finely Crafted Fetish Film, Derek was in stream, and this was roughly after he beat the D2 All for Sunlust. He requested Sunlust on my stream. And I was like, oh, well, okay, man. And, at least we'll be able to save through it. Stipulation, UV, pistol start, saveless. So demo each map. Well, I was like, I don't know, man. And then there was a donation. So money exchanged hands. And this was well over a year ago. And since then, we've refracted reality. We've, for the time being, have put the junk food down, laid our scythe to rest, conquered hell on earth, and even visited Deimos and Phobos. But this has lurked in the shadows for a very, very long time. I really do believe over a year. I think it was 2020 when this was requested. I was at a different job. I was younger. I was thinner. And this is Sunlust. There's going to be rules to this, because I am not going to drive myself insane trying to do this challenge. And mental health is something that's very important to me. So here are the ground rules. This will be clipped, this will be saved, and this will go on my YouTube channel. Rule number 1, we are devoting one map to one stream. So tonight's map is going to be map 1, and then we're going to devote the rest of the stream to studying map 2. Rule number 2, a lot of the process will not be streamed. I am going to be watching videos. I am going to be studying strategies. This is the kind of challenge you study and prepare for. You can't just blind run Sunlust. It is a very difficult, very hard WOD. When I saw Physics Cat do his UV pistol starts, he went through the map 4 or 5 times with saves before even doing attempts. So I have structure. I have a plan to this. Rule number 3, if I feel like this is starting to wane on me, or if I am getting into a negative space in my head, we switch to a different game or a different WOD, and we will return to it. At no point will I put this on hiatus. This will be either a Sunday or Saturday stream, or both. And this week, we will be doing Thursdays and Fridays. So, I'm sorry, not Fridays, but Wednesdays and Thursdays, and maybe a little bit of Monday, a little bit of Tuesday, until March 17th will be devoted to Magic the Gathering. Saturdays will be what I like to call S is for Sunlust. And that is why I'm going to be taking this on. Without further ado, let's get into the slaughter. Map 1 is not a hard map, so to speak. It is I do believe it's one of the easier maps in the set. That doesn't mean it is an easy map, but you'll see soon enough. One last part of my preamble. If you notice, the screen finally fills the streaming area. That is because I am finally back in glorious 16:9 aspect ratio. Before, what you were watching was a mushed down version of 21:9, giving you a fish-eyed look. I have since got a 4K monitor, which means while you guys might be seeing this in either 720p or 1080p, I will be seeing this in glorious 4K HDR. However, I do believe you guys will benefit a little from the HDR aspect ratio. Well, the HDR aspect of it all. This is going to be fun. This is going to be brutal. And it's going to take me a long time. I want to start upping my endurance to doing longer streams for it. And I'm so sorry about this long intro, but I feel like when it comes to a WOD like this, especially with its storied past and people who have conquered it, it requires respect. It demands respect. For that reason, I had to do a preamble for this stream, just because you need to understand the gravity of taking this on, because it's not easy. We will be doing this UV, pistol start, and we'll try to do demos of each map. Now, before we actually get into it, there is a couple of setup, what's the word I'm looking for? Setup parameters we need to do. First off, we need short ticks. There are a few situations in which we will need to do SR40. Next, we need to find out the comp level. So let me go ahead here and find that out. Okay, so this comp level 9. So that's what we're going to type in here. And I'm just going to make sure. Okay, excellent. So we do have short ticks that are going to be enabled. And then we need to record. Now, I don't know right now how to do the attempt records where it shows you how many attempts you've done. So just making you aware. So let's see here. Oh, hey, and guess who made this? Okay, so how does he set up demos? Ah, okay. So this will be under general options. Okay. So okay, so it looks like we have everything set up. So let's go ahead and get into the nastiness. So, here on. This is a set up stream plus map 1. Okay, so looks like I have to tell it to record demos. So how do I actually right, but how do I make the demo? All right. Okay, so how do we record demo? I guess what we'll do is we'll set up the command prompt. Ooh, record. There we go. All right, now we're going to get into it.